You know, I was playing a dude in starting five that was cheating. I got that game recorded, and I showed his attributes,
His game attack.
game attack and
Oh,
everything,
his attributes,
attributes,
his attributes.
all of that. His game attack, everything was all in the video. This nigga had a 55 ball handle, 55 speed with ball, and I couldn't take the ball from him.
Wow.
A center going coast to coast like Giannis. He built a Giannis build.
No.
My nigga, that video was crazy. I kept fouling out 2 games. I ran back in. We seen each other again for another game, back to back. Fouled out in like two quarters.
Yeah. It's good. It's good makeup. No, she's around her age.
Yeah, when I
55, and he was going coast to coast.
coast to coast, like doing what Giannis do in real life with that type of stuff, with those attributes. 80, he had an 87 dunk and he had a 95 standing dunk. Coast to coast. I can't take it to save my life. If you could get one, if you could get one steal from the 7-1 center, you'll get $3 trillion. None. No steals, nothing but fouls. Niggas be cheating, boy.
55. Wow.
55 ball handle, 55 speed with ball. Coast to coast dunking on all on Carl Anthony Towns. I was pissed at Carl Anthony Towns. Cursing Carl out.
I'm getting contacted more and more by wonderful Christian organizations who are very disgusted by what they're hearing from these phony influencers, by what they're
Look
seeing
up. God, look at them.
in the media, and by the left of the Democrat Party.
Nah, they just be
Name one. Mario Bronnick over at JNS co-founded the Conference of Christian
Got you.
Presidents
I'm beat you.
and told JNS in the
Got you.
news service that the group is making a task force to quote, call out the perpetrators of
Give me that.
anti-Israel rhetoric and anti-Semitism and hold them accountable. See, this isn't about criticizing Israel. This is about efforts to destroy Israel. It goes on. Pastor Tony Perkins, who was a friend of mine from decades ago, offered a prayer on July
Got
31 at a
yes.
conference room at the Washington headquarters of the Family Research Council, fantastic group, where he served as president since 2003, almost 25 years. He said, we pray for a greater understanding not only of the times in which we live, but more of what we should do about them. I pray that we should leave here with a clearer understanding of the situation, Lord, and also equipped with potential solutions that we can carry forth, Lord, to stand against the rise of anti-Semitism
Why
in
did
our
you
day.
walk away?
These are Christians. These are evangelical Christians. In private roundtables,
That's what
he
I did.
followed on confronting anti-Semitism on the political
Call
left,
Malone jump shot.
co-sponsored by the Family
Look at
Research
that.
Council and the Conference of Christian Presidents for Israel. Mario Bramnick, a co-founder of the conference, told JNS,
My nigga, you
we're using
missed that
task
shit,
force to
bro.
counter
Dead ass.
anti-Semitism on the right, specifically to call out the perpetrators of anti-Israel rhetoric and anti-Semitism and hold accountability. He's the senior pastor at New Hope Ministries and president of Latino
Oh, I
Coalition for
destroyed him.
Israel. At the event, Luke Newman, executive director for the Philos Project and co-founder of the conference, told attendees
They let all of them.
that in mid-2023, his focus on Jew hatred centered on the neo-Nazi group Going Defense League, which is known for trolling and harassing American Jews, spreading
Oh, look
Let
at
it
me
go, let it go.
anti-Semitism and
swiping.
dropping materials on people's doorsteps. You won't hear any influencer in this country talk about this. And I use that word, it's a pejorative. I use it in a very negative way. It was causing a lot of consternation, a lot of problems, we told attendees. We were addressing it and doing what we could. After the Hamas-led terrorist attacks in southern Israel on October 7, 2023, Moon said the whole attention of the world changed focus. He and partners fought against what we saw as this green-red alliance. See, everybody knows this now. Those of you who listen to this program, you heard it
Good.
first. The Marxists and the Islamists coming together, taking over college campuses. That's something I would hope our conservative and so-called conservative youth groups would start focusing on, but no, they're not going to do that. Moon was heartened by a series of measures that the Trump administration took this year to tackle left-wing and Islamist anti-Semitism. He said then out from underneath the rocks came the anti-Semitic stuff that we're starting to see from the right, he said. He added that some of the growing Defense League's hateful views metastasized within elements on the right. Well, we're just asking questions. Well, you're not allowed to criticize Israel. Oh, bullcrap, nobody says that. A lot of that metastasization occurred in the podcasting field. Moon cited podcasters aligned with President Trump. Well, they're not aligned with President Trump on this, I can tell you that firsthand.
Good shit.
Theo Vaughn, who hosted the formerly pro-Israel Candace Owens, who now regularly spreads anti-Semitic conspiracies in March. He said that same month Joe Rogan hosted Ian Carroll, who also peddles Jew hatred and conspiracies for nearly 3 years. And he said in September, Tucker Carlson interviewed Darryl Cooper, widely denounced for Holocaust revisionism. See, Maggie, that's what we're talking about. You get it? You understand, kid? We were losing people faster than we're building, and it seemed like this poisonous tree that had gotten planted somehow on the right had taken root. Moon told attendees its first target, and the group that seems to be most caught up in this, is Gen Z men. Moon thinks that isolation during the COVID pandemic, the impact of the Black Lives Matter movement, the proliferation of diversity, equity, inclusion programs are to blame for sowing
Yes,
distrust
that's
among
deep, yo.
young men. He thinks Jew haters with media platforms are taking advantage of that distrust. He's 100% right.
Yeah.
They're telling their audiences that Jews and others make accusations of anti-Semitism too much. Oh, gee, didn't I just address that? I think I did. He's right. Podcasters and others with large followings are getting traction by saying outrageous things, he told attendees. There's this incentive now to go harder, to go further, to push that edge. Bramnick told attendees that we're seeing a very troubling development arise during Trump's second administration. Anti-Semitic attacks coming from some MAGA movement elements. I call them fake MAGA. That's what they are. Once again, the President of the United States rejects all of it. Carlson, Owens, former senior Trump advisor Steve Bannon, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, among others, he said, are demanding that groups like AIPAC, Christians United for Israel, which is a fantastic group, comply with the Foreign Agents Registration Act. Bannon has said the Jewish state isn't a U.S. ally. Carlson has said that Americans who served in the Israeli military will lose their U.S. citizenship. Bramnick told attendees this is anti-Semitic trope, falsely accusing American Jews with dual loyalty. As Christian leaders, we must call out the forces on the right who demonize the state of Israel and the Jewish
Registered a
people.
long time ago. Come on.
Bramnick said at the event that Carlson has repeatedly echoed the elements of replacement theology expressed in the view that Christianity is in fact and does supersede Judaism. That view led directly to centuries of Christian anti-Semitism, he said, crusades, inquisitions, pogroms, and the Holocaust. I often teach in church the reward that David was given for slaying Goliath. He gets to fight Goliath's brothers, Bramnick told attendees. So once we have a victory, it's time to get back in the battle and fight. Yehuda Kaplan, Trump's nominee for the U.S. State Department's special envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism, attended, as did the pastor and former Congressman Mark Walker, Trump's pick for the department's ambassador at large for international religious freedom. They're still waiting on confirmation, because the Senate Democrats are blocking it. Officials from Jewish and Christian organizations also participated, and Yair Netanyahu, son of the Israeli Prime Minister, spoke remotely at the off-the-record event.
That's the shot.
So the Christians are coming under attack.
Good D.
The Christians who support the Holy Land and the state of Israel, they're coming under attack and they're fighting back. They're fighting back. Yep. Then there's this. I'm sure my friend Megan, sure she'll be on top of this tomorrow. Jews targeted in 69% of religion hate crimes
Oh
in
my fucking.
2024, 71% since October 2023. Per
Boy, we
FBI
just
data.
gotta have a sweet pain. We have to.
Per
Gotta have a
FBI
sweet
data.
pain. Look at they paint.
Join
Guarded.
this.
Fuck.
Of the 2,942
Gotta just
religion
have a
hate
sweet pain.
crimes ever
What we have
reported
to
to the
have.
FBI in
Sweet
2024,
pain.
2,041, 69% of the offenses targeted Jews. And you'll notice the more we've had open borders and the more we've had people come in from the Middle East, the more there is targeting of the Jews.
I fucked them up.
Does
I
that pain
fucked them
people?
up. That was
It's
nice,
true.
man.
That's an AI.
2,041. Oh, for Muslims it was 256. 9%. That means Jews were about 660% more likely than Muslims to be victims of anti-religious bias offenses in the United States last year. This is the FBI trying to be Prakash Patel and the
Oh.
regime. And it goes on into graphic detail. Yep. I won't bother with the rest of it, but it's pretty horrendous. And then there's this from INS. The great-granddaughter of Nazi gas supplier, for the air chambers.
Just let it happen. Let it happen.
A new
They
flotilla
want
has
them to
set sail
score.
for
Just
Gaza,
let it happen.
including Marlene Engelhorn, the great-granddaughter of the Nazi who supplied the deadly Zyklon B gas to concentration camps. Oh, she's a freedom fighter. Oh, yes. She herself received an inheritance worth tens of millions of dollars. And she declared, I am for a free Palestine. And that story goes on. How do you like that? Christians and Jews are never going to be separated. We can't be separated. The existence of one depends on the other. And there's Tom Cotton. Truly fantastic man as senator. Washington Free Beacon. Tom Cotton praises IRS to probe CARES tax-exempt status, citing ties to terror organizations. I've been talking about this for years. This man really steps up, this Tom Cotton. Tax-exempt status is a privilege, not a right, and it should not subsidize organizations with links to terrorism, said the Arkansas senator. He's petitioning the IRS to formally investigate the Council on American-Islamic Relations for violations of its tax-exempt status, citing ties to terrorist organizations, including Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood. CARE, one of the nation's foremost anti-Israel advocacy organizations, has long been dogged by accusations that its funding streams are entangled with Hamas. It was named as a co-conspirator in a 2029 federal court case related to terrorism financing. It has since become a leading force in the pro-Hamas campus movement that erupted after Hamas's October 7 terror attack. I have an idea for these phony influencers.
Yo, stop fucking selling, nigga.
With a neo-Nazi, with a Klansman, you know that's in your blood. Just do it. Do it. You don't have any best to do it, do you? Cotton is the chair of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence. He says that CARE's deep ties to terrorist organizations warrant an immediate IRS investigation to see if the group is in compliance with 501c3, the tax code that governs nonprofits. And he said he wants the federal code to include a comprehensive review of CARE's financial records, affiliations, and activities. I'm sure Bannon will agree with this. Not. He's a pig. The government's 2009 investigation revealed CARE's founders participated in a meeting with Hamas supporters in Philadelphia You know the
God,
CEO
IQ
of the
having
program
niggas right there
said they
fucking
discuss
hit the damn
strategies to
thing.
advance the Islamist agenda in America while concealing their true affiliations, according to the Cotton letter. The founder of CARE's Texas chapter was later sentenced to 65 years in prison as a result of the case. November 2023, just a month after Hamas's brutal terror spree, CARE Executive Director Nihad Awad said he was, quote, happy to see Palestinians in the Gaza Strip breaking the siege and throwing down the shackles of their own land. Oh yes, that's exactly what they did. I'll be right back.
Look in. 97 WABC. Coming up at 5 a.m. on the 77 WABC News Hour with Noam Laden. Is it finally time to get horses off city streets?
There is no protection for these horses. That's why Ryder, an elderly horse with cancer, was worked to death. Lady, a 15-year-old horse, dropped dead on the street. Sick, suffering horses.
That story and more at 5.
The 77 WABC News Hour. Weekday mornings at 5. Before Sid and Friends in the morning. 77 WABC.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may
So
try
you
a case
them
even though
hooks
the
with that
at-fault
revenue
party
shooter. It
has no
works.
lawyer. Then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, though we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hi, this is Vito Fasolo, Borough President of Staten Island. Let's face facts, there is no such thing as a free lunch, but New York City socialists want us to believe that free lunch is on the table, along with free bus rides, free trains, free childcare, free groceries, and the list goes on. We can all agree this is a recipe for disaster. Someone will have to pay for all these so-called free things, and that someone is you. We must stop the socialist train that is heading towards City Hall. Find out how much it will cost you. Visit NewYorkIsUnited.com and keep the socialist hand out of your pocket. For by Progressive Prosperity PAC 8 and not authorized by any candidate or candidate committee.
Get it. Hey.
Brucey talks to Chris Montez.
I'm a terrorizer. They sending all I see is screens. I feel like they helping me practice. I'm so good at defense. They trying to get pink shoes open. I'm running around hella screens. Look, another one. Another one so he could cut. Another one so he can go back outside. Nah, stop, nigga. Shoot the ball. Somebody else got to score. How y'all let that happen? Y'all so
If you're with one of the big
bad.
three wireless carriers, you're really overpaying for your
Fuck
service.
y'all.
You're paying for thousands of retail stores you never go into. You're paying for unnecessary perks you never use. You're paying a massive premium for what you think is superior 5G service. Guess what? Pure Talk uses the same 5G network on the same 5G towers. The only difference, they don't charge you for any of the garbage. Instead, Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, plenty of data for just $25 a month. That's less than half the price of the big guys during a time when saving a buck really matters. I am a Pure Talk customer. I made the switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So folks, do this right now from your cell phone. Dial pound 250. Say Mark Levin. It's that simple. And you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. You can switch over to Pure Talk in as little as 10 minutes.
I just let you
Dial
know.
pound
That's the
250.
AI that
Say
shot three for
keyword
four
Mark
from three.
Levin to switch to Pure Talk.
My
Wireless
opponent.
by Americans for Americans.
Radio program.
do this song in Hartford. Aren't you in? Go ahead.
All the way. It's still. Oh, okay.
I love this song. This is the 80s. Here we go.
That's good.
Yeah, that's money.
How you can tell it was money though?
Man, look good. You got
Let's
it.
go.
You ever see that play where Harden, like he tried to block his own teammate's shot?
Yeah, he tried to block Kawhi's shot.
Like, was he trying to be funny? Like, what was
That
that
was
about?
nigga. That when it happened, it was dumb when it happened. I'm like, that was ass. Kawhi don't play like that. And he made him miss. He bricked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that was ass. I don't know. He was trying to be funny though. Like
Oh, he was just trying to, okay,
yeah, but I guess he could play
he
like
makes
that
his
with
shot
Kawhi because he's the
regardless.
only one that makes Kawhi laugh out here. I hear he the only one that be having Kawhi laughing a lot, so I guess he could do that. But that was dumb. That was ass.
Like, I didn't know the context of that play. I'm like, yo,
You know,
what
one
was
of the
that?
youth groups out there that is absolutely fantastic, and I've been invited to speak there. I couldn't make it last time, but I have spoken there. It's a fantastic group, is Young Americans for Freedom. Young Americans for Freedom. There she is, birthday girl. How are you? Yeah, that song's for you, girl. I love you too. Anyway, Young Americans for Freedom is on our college campuses across the country. They don't get the attention of some of the other groups because they don't seek it. They work very hard to advance constitutional conservative principles. They're pro-American, they're pro-Israel, they're pro-Christian. And so when they show up at these campuses throughout the country, they're under constant attack. Constant attack. Young Americans for Freedom organization holds an event, a national event each year. And here we have in Iowa, a few months ago, members of the Iowa Young Americans for Freedom chapter say they have signed them. They've been vandalized, online hostility. They
I'm
get
about to
this
say
everywhere,
what?
almost everywhere,
Look at
anywhere.
the hey,
It's a very, very patriotic organization. And
At
55
first, I
ball
wasn't
game.
gonna go up because I was like, it wasn't gonna let me get through. But that's why he got in front of him. I'm like, okay, shoot, my bad.
Sure using that.
You didn't try the 1-2 right there.
There are
No, 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 I didn't do
fantastic
the one
youth
two.
groups across the country who are pro-American, who are not weird and bizarre, who support the
This nigga could
Judeo-Christian
shoot.
belief system,
All right, stop disrespecting him.
who support America and support Israel and support other allies. There are Christian groups all over the
He
country.
could
Yeah, the
shoot. He's
center's not
proven.
playing any
Fantastic
Yeah,
pastors and
he's
priests
proven.
preventative
who
defense.
speak the truth about what's going on with Marxism and Islamism. They speak in defense of
Point.
Judaism and Christianity.
Yeah, look, hurry up, Rick. He's in the
They're
paint.
everywhere. There are tens and tens of
I'm
millions of
He
us.
was gonna
nice,
give
bro.
us a 3 seconds.
Tens of millions of us.
Fuck that nigga. So the center was trying to get 3 seconds.
Yeah, he was boxing him out. Well, you know,
To make sure
trying to get the basket
from
in the
this
paint.
corner of the country to every corner of the country that we are wide awake, our eyes are wide open,
But
our
it was
ears
it
are
was
wide
about to
open,
be
and we
3 seconds.
push
You
back.
shot it right on
I'll be
time.
right back. Folks, we're living in a time when America's most cherished values are being challenged. Values like faith, family, and freedom. And that's why I support AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. AMAC is the choice for Americans who care deeply about preserving the principles that have guided this nation for generations. As a member of the Association of Mature American Citizens, you'll receive access to fantastic benefits and discounts on travel, insurance, prescription services, as well as exclusive member-only tools and resources. And one of my personal favorites, the AMAC magazine, with meaningful content, insightful interviews, and updates you won't find anywhere else. Right now, you can join for as little as $1.20 a month. Hello, with a 5-year membership. That's an incredible value.
Oh, come
So
on,
don't wait. Go to
dudes. Come on.
amac.us/live-in. That's amac.us/live-in.
You know what? I understand that in
Become a
matrix, so
member
they don't
right
let you
away.
pass.
Stand with AMAC. Help keep the values we hold dear going strong for future generations. That's amac.us/LEVI.
That's what he want to do so bad.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride.
Like I've seen him go to that same spot and want to shoot that far ass fade. Okay, you can make it. I get it. But stop selling though. Do it within rhythm. Like you just like fuck everything. Guys, look at this shot.
Against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other
Do it in rhythm,
conjugate vaccine.
dickhead.
And it's also over 50.
Like that. That was in rhythm.
Regional variations
Slowing the whole offense down. They could do a spin fade from 3.
Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects.
Bro, I just threw you a lob, bitch boy.
Feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is why it's rare. Why you not? Come on, what are you doing?
Visit catvaccine.com. Ask your doctor.
And he passed it. That was the AI, right?
Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhealth.com.
Give me that.
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. City Hall.
In light of what happened in Texas, at least 135 people dead, I will never understand why some look to slam others. And of course, President Trump is a lightning rod for such ridiculous criticism. Didn't your mother teach you if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? Rosie O'Donnell, you don't even live in the U.S. anymore, yet you quickly blame Trump.
What a horror story in Texas. Children at a camp. And you know, when the president got all of the early warning systems and the weather and forecast abilities of the government, these are the results that we're going to start to see on a daily basis because he's put this country in so much danger.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform. This is 77 WABC Newsroom Extra.
The NYPD is expanding a pilot program designed to improve quality of life for New Yorkers. Mayor Eric Adams says quality of life teams will now be in Brooklyn as well as Manhattan.
When I see my growing up, I see my own story growing up in Brownsville, and many of these communities were always overlooked when it came down to quality of life issues, but we are turning it around.
Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says New Yorkers in Brooklyn should soon notice an improvement. This isn't broken windows. This isn't about cracking down to prevent crime. It's about restoring order. This is a real shift in how we serve neighborhoods, and it's working. The Adams administration says
Transition.
the teams have improved emergency response times by an average of 47
And that's the
minutes.
reverse duck he had.
Seized about 380 e-bikes, scooters, and mopeds.
Bird, that's what he had in his package. Like,
That one right
he's
here.
not doing none of that.
It's
That's right, I said it.
New York. Now, here's Mark Levin.
Very precious to hear Chuck Schumer talk about democracy under threat under Donald Trump when he's orchestrating the worst anti-Democrat acts the Senate have conducted in decades. Now, what am I talking about? He and his fellow Democrats have prevented Donald Trump from appointing a single United States attorney. There's 93 of them. Donald Trump won the election. They're also trying to block his judges and trying to block his other senior appointees like nobody has before. And they do this in committee. They call it blue slips. And it's all being orchestrated. So just so you know, you voted for Donald Trump. Chuck Schumer is preventing him from populating the bureaucracy, his administration, with people who will carry out his policies and manage the departments and agencies just under the cabinet level. That's what the Democrats are doing. So they don't believe in a peaceful transfer of power. This is a quiet insurrection, if you will, to keep in place radical left bureaucrats, Biden Democrats, and their ilk.
It's
That's right, I said it.
New York.
Required to qualify.